Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian. I'm streaming to you from beautiful Victoria here on the west coast of Canada. I hope everybody has had a great week, and I hope you're all looking forward to a fantastic weekend. Students, in this class we are looking at an IELTS reading passage aiming to get that perfect Band 9 score. Welcome, Carolina. Good to have our chat moderator with us. Hi, Me. Nice to see you back after a long time. I hope all is well with you. This reading passage that we're looking at today will be about a part of Peruvian culture called Chicha. So stay in the class and learn what that's all about. This lesson is presented to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Visit us there. For the general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com on both of those websites. We've got all the materials for you to improve and pass your next IELTS exam. This is our academic IELTS website here. We will use this for our reading today. Click this big red button to join our premium IELTS package. It is a one-time payment for lifetime access. We are an official IELTS test registration center and certified agents, so you're in great hands with us, and you can again use this code that's from our most recent HD release. The code is ISIM9 and you'll get a 20% discount. We just released a video where you can simulate an IELTS speaking section on the channel. Check it out. That's where this is coming from. Our general IELTS, it looks like this, gieltshelp.com. Academic IELTS, general IELTS are different, so they deserve different web portals to study from. And again, you can click this red button that's just behind my head there to join our premium package. Welcome, Rashika. Hi, Pooja, Amu, and Joe. Good to have more members in the class. Everybody, this is a members chat class, so you have to be a member to join the chat, but not to worry. We will have an all chat class coming up in about 2 hours, and we will have a special class later on today coming up on the IELTS Prep Discord channel as well, so you can check that out. That's going to be speaking class. So again, students on the website, use this ISIM9 to get that discount. You can download our apps, use our apps for videos, for lessons as well. The apps are Academic IELTS Help for the academic version and General IELTS Help for the general version. So get the apps from your app stores and begin learning. Instagram, IELTS_AHelp and GIELTSHelp. And if you have questions, send me an email to adrian@aehelp.com. Hi, the Mad Lab. Good. So we've got lots of members joining in now. That'll be great to help us out with the reading section. And we're going to get to the reading section right now. There will be listening today as well. So after today's reading class, there'll be a short break, 30-minute break, and then we'll do listening part 1 and 2 with an actual IELTS listening audio. And then tomorrow we'll have speaking part 2 and speaking part 3. So, hi Mode, hi Anish, hi all of them, only English. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Welcome to the class that's over on our General English Help channel. Okay, standard strategies for reading. Number 1, read the whole text. Just remember, students, you cannot expect to get a score over, let's say, 6.5 with just skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning is the technique where people just don't actually read, but they're searching for keywords from questions in the text. that is not effective for high scores. So you have to read the whole text, okay? That's a basic strategy. If you feel that you're too slow at reading, you have to improve your reading speed, your reading fluency, okay? Number 2 is visualize. So see the text. Okay, today we are going to read a text about chicha. It's a drink in Peru. It's a traditional drink. You should visualize that you're in Peru. See that you are visiting Peru and drinking chicha. I sure will have no problem visualizing that. It'd be nice to be in a warm place having a nice local drink. Okay, so visualize. Those are the standard basic strategies for reading. We're going to look at more strategies as we get into the text today, and here we are. This is coming from our 8th exam, everybody. So you have 20 minutes for a passage like this, and you are going to have 3 passages like this in the academic IELTS, and you will have 1 passage like this in the general IELTS, okay? If you're doing the general IELTS, you will have 4 passages that will look different, and I'm sure I'll do a class at some point on some general IELTS Section 1, Section 2 passages as well, so I'll keep that in mind. But for now, we'll do this. This is passage 1, 2, 3 in the academic look like this, and Section 3 in the general looks like this. So you get some instructions, and then you get into the reading passage, okay? So this reading passage, again, this is a strategy or a tip, or we could just call it standard reading. Read the title. Okay, the title is really important because the title is basically a summation of the entire passage, so what it's really about. And here it is about a piece of Peruvian culture. So obviously this is going to be some idea that is very specific to Peru, to the Peruvian people. It's been a part of their history. It's been a part of the people. So that's what we're going to look at, okay? So we're visualizing Peru. We're seeing, I don't know, maybe Monte Picchu, and those beautiful green hills. Of course, everybody knows Peru is Central South America. Okay. All right. And then in this passage, you have these subtitles. Okay. Whenever you have that, students, whenever you have these kinds of subtitles, you should read them. So chicha, what is it? So it's a what, right? The history of chicha. Okay, so look at these subtitles, right? We've got types of chicha, so different kinds of chicha, okay? So chicha, what is it? The history of chicha, types of chicha. And it's good to read these subtitles before you even read the questions, because we'll look at the questions in a moment. But you should read these before you read the questions. Okay, because it will give you a further kind of summary about the passage, and also it will give you an idea of the structure of the passage as well. So look at these nice and quickly, okay? So now here we have production, and we have a part of Peruvian culture. So we have the kind of how it's made, and the reason that it's important for Peru. Okay, so the importance of chicha. All right, and then what seems to be like some instructions for a tourist, where and how to drink it. Okay, so now I just discovered that it is a drink. So if I didn't know that chicha was a drink up until now, Now I know that it's some kind of a drink that's local and iconic to Peru. Okay, so all of that information is clear in my head. Now we're going through this kind of step by step, and you might be feeling that, oh, this is kind of slow. But don't forget, in the real IELTS exam, this is happening quickly, silently, inside of your mind. Okay, welcome, Amrit. Members, if you have any questions about the reading, or as I'm going through these kinds of concepts, please ask me. Okay, so focus your questions on reading. It's a reading class, but please do ask me. Same thing in the general IELTS channel. So Anish, Mode, Only English. If you have some questions, just ask me. Throw it out there. Okay, so Mad Lab is asking a good question. Is this how the reading section comes up in the actual exam? That's a very good question, Mad Lab. I like it. It's a great question. Okay, so Mad Lab is asking this question. Okay, there's a question here, and it's a good question. Is this how the reading section comes up in the real exam? The answer to that, Mad Lab, is yes and. And you're probably going, what is he talking about? Yes and. It sounds like a game of sorts, which it actually is. Yes and in many other ways. Okay, so keep this in mind. The reading in the academic IELTS is 3 passages, each one about 700 to 800 words in length, and it can be many different formats. Okay. So these can be magazine style articles, okay, informative articles with subtitles, or just one long essay. Okay, so Mad Lab, you can see different. So if you've done enough IELTS practice exams from different books, you will see that there are different formats, so different ways that the information is presented. The long essay is kind of the most common, and sometimes that's all you get. You just get 3 kind of long essays. But then at other times you get variations, so you get different looking text with different looking paragraphs. And certainly if you've done enough IELTS, then you kind of see that. I'm not sure if you remember, last week we looked at that reading passage about the role of the World Health Organization during a pandemic. And that one even had like a stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 kind of listing of key points. So you can get quite a variety of different looking IELTS passages. So make sure that you practice different ones so that you're not surprised. Good question. Okay. All right, so back to point here. We've got where and how to drink chicha, and then we've got our questions, okay? So remember, again, you should always be organizing the information in your head. So what is chicha, history of chicha, the different types of chicha, its significance to Peruvian culture, where and how to drink it. So we are going to read about all of that, and hopefully you kind of keep that order. You have to practice keeping order of information in your mind, and that comes with practice. Okay, so you have to do it. All right, so we have this: complete each sentence with the correct ending A to M below. Okay, and so we've got lots of choices. Now with these choices, we realize that not all of these choices are correct, and they might not all be in the text. So we ignore the choices. Okay, so these ones we ignore. Okay, so ignore the choices because we don't know which ones are used. And it can be confusing to read lots of unnecessary information. Okay, so we don't really read any part of a question that's not necessary. Okay. Anisha's asking, from which article are they taking the reading paragraph? That's another really good question, Anish. Okay, and I like it. So let's read these questions, and then I will give you the answer, Anish, to your question there. I think that's a great question. Okay. So here we go. Let's read these. So though soft drinks and beer are popular in Peru, something. While it is believed that chicha has been around for thousands of years, something. It's probably coming from the history of chicha, right? Before a person was sacrificed, although there are two main types of chicha, this is probably coming from different kinds of chicha section, right? So this is why those subtitles are important. Similar to mulled cider, Chicha Morada contains cloves and cinnamon and, yummy. While Chicha Dehora is made from less flavorful yellow corn, something. This is going to be hora because the J, of course, in Spanish is pronounced h sound, I believe. Some of our Spanish viewers might be like, Adrian, your Spanish pronunciation is not all that good, but I know that the J is not a J. It's definitely not Jora. All right. So we've read these, and of course, we're getting some more ideas about this topic, about chicha, about this part of Peruvian culture. Okay, all good. Question again. Anisha is asking, which articles are they taking reading passages from? So here, I'll answer that question. That's a really good question because I think, people don't know this. Where do IELTS exams get their reading materials from? All right. So the answer to that, Anish, is all of the articles, all of the passages in IELTS are original pieces of literature that are composed by experts at the ESOL examination Board of Cambridge. Trained, very educated individuals, IELTS or ESOL staff, let's say, do research and construct essays very carefully with certain parameters like vocabulary and grammar. Okay, and lots more. I'm not going to get into that. That would be a very long class on psychometrics. They have very specific parameters. They try to make it so passage 1 is the easiest, then passage 2, then passage 3. Okay, so they construct these on their own. Okay, so ESOL staff do research, construct essays very carefully with certain parameters, vocabulary, and grammar to author interesting and varying essays of different difficulty based on different topics like nature, different sciences, biology, psychology. Okay, so it's not like you can go to the library and pick out the book and be like, oh, that's where IELTS gets all of their passages from. They're all original, and this is why you have to practice good reading. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's jump back to the passage. Okay, some good questions there. Again, if you have some good questions, let me know. Okay. All right. Yeah, you have 20 minutes, Mad Lab, not just to read each passage, but you have an average of 20 minutes, okay? They don't say 20 minutes for each passage. They say 1 hour for the reading section. So you have an average of 20 minutes, but you might do one in 15 and you might do another one in 25, okay? All right. So choices, we don't care about that. Here we have a complete the summary below question. This is a good one to read before the passage because, again, it gives you more ideas about the passage, okay? So here again, you choose one word only, okay? Pay careful attention to the instructions. Now, you get a bit of help here because this kind of gives you an idea of where this information is coming from, but just because it says production here, it might not be coming from only one part of the passage, even the production part of the passage. So let's read these, okay? Again, this is reading, so read with me. Though it has been traditionally produced for generations, in modern times, this is a something. For example, traditionally, women would chew the corn and spit it into a bucket. This process would help stimulate something because of chemicals present in the women's saliva. Even today, chicha has a place in the culture of Peru. Outside of Peru, the drink is consumed by those in South as well as something America. Chicha has also given rise to forms of music, dance, architecture, and film, an entire counterculture. In this sense, chicha is a drink for the common people and not for the something. Okay, now we have some yes, no, not given. Students are often scared of these yes, no, not given or true, false, not given. Don't be. They're not that bad. Don't read them before the passage. It's a waste of time. Okay. All right, so let's hop back to the beginning of this passage and let's do some reading. So once you've looked at the questions, it's time to read. And read you shall, and read at a nice comfortable pace. Remember, visualize, picture this. You're traveling to Peru. You're a tourist to Peru. You're really excited about chicha. You had this chicha drink at a restaurant at your friend's house. You thought it was the greatest invention in the world. So you want to learn all about it, and you've decided to take a trip to Peru, visit the people there, and do a culinary adventure, tasting the food, and of course, tasting chicha. Okay, so here we go. From the top, a piece of Peruvian culture. Chicha, what is it? Chicha is a drink made from corn that is part of Peruvian culture. The history of chicha stretches back at least 500 years and possibly further into the past. Made from corn, a plentiful crop in the region, chicha is available in both fermented, alcoholic, and non-fermented, non-alcoholic forms. Sales of chicha in Peru rival those of the most popular soft drinks and beers. Needless to say, even after hundreds of years, chicha is incredibly popular in the region. Okay, exciting. So, a drink made of corn. History of chicha. Some historians think chicha has been prepared and consumed in communities in the Andes Mountains for thousands of years. However, a direct evidence of this fact is difficult to find. However, it is known that the Incas produced chicha in the 1500s. For example, women were taught the techniques to brew the beverage in what were called aclawazi, or feminine schools. Corn mills have been discovered at the Incan ruins known as Machu Picchu, and it is clear that the drink was used for ritual and religious purposes. For example, chicha would be given as sacrifice to the gods and even served to human sacrifices before they were killed. Evidence shows that it was consumed in significant quantities in the Incan culture for these reasons. And to this day, it is common to offer chicha to Pachamama, the Earth Mother, by pouring some out before drinking it. Types of chicha. There are two main types of chicha, though the exact formulation and production of chicha is likely to vary from town to town. The two main types of chicha, morada and Chicha Dehora. Chicha morada is a non-fermented and non-alcoholic drink made from purple corn, which gives it its characteristic purple color. It is high in antioxidants, helps to prevent certain cancers, and lowers blood pressure and cholesterol. It has also shown regenerative properties such as the formation of collagen and the creation of connective tissue. It often contains cinnamon and cloves, and it is thus similar to mulled cider. Chicha Dehora is the fermented and therefore alcoholic version of the drink. It is created by a process similar to that of beer. Unlike Chicha morada, Chicha Dehora is made from yellow corn. Okay, visualize this, right? Purple, non-alcoholic. Modara starts with an M. Hora, yellow corn, alcoholic. Though the corn used is quite different from the corn many people are familiar with. It is more fibrous, has much larger kernels, and is much less flavorful. However, this makes it well suited to form the base of such a drink. In addition to corn, the drink often includes either quinoa or, for a sweeter version, strawberries. Production. Make sure you're still reading with me. Don't just be listening, but read. Okay, reading class. All right. The traditional production of chicha is today rare, but for most of its period of popularity, chicha has been produced according to particular standards. For instance, the corn is not simply mashed up, rather it is chewed and spit into a bucket. This, as mentioned above, was traditionally a woman's job. The woman's saliva would help to activate the fermentation process through the naturally occurring enzymes in the saliva. Women were also in charge of the rest of the brewing process, from germinating the corn to extracting the malt sugars, boiling the wort, and then fermenting it. A part of Peruvian culture, chicha to this day holds a special place in Peruvian culture. It is widely considered the drink of Peru and continues to be enjoyed by generations of Peruvians as well as other South and Central Americans. The cultural impact of chicha has grown even beyond the beverage, however. Chicha has come to describe forms of dancing, painting, architecture, film, and other aesthetic areas. Chicha music, for example, became popular in the second half of the 20th century. Chicha's origins are as a drink of the people, something discounted by the elite, and the aesthetic schools associated with it share this counter-elite ethos. Where and how to drink it? Chicha, in its many forms, is available almost anywhere in Peru. It is available from the street vendors, sidewalk stands, in markets, or even through your car window stopped at a red light. Visualize that. That's kind of cool, right? You're driving, Peru, you stop at a red light, somebody's like, hey, chicha, you're like, yeah, sure, that sounds good. Okay. But the most authentic place to enjoy chicha is in what is called a chicaria, a kind of bar or tavern where chicha is served to guests. These establishments often operate outside the legal framework, are often run by families, and emphasize the drinking of chicha and the socialization it helps create. Chicarias are traditionally marked by a broomstick atop a dark doorway, adorned by flowers, ribbons, baskets, or even plastic bags. Once inside, 25 pesos, about 30 cents USD, will buy half a liter of the traditional beverage. Notably, the drink is often consumed with alarming pace. The locals can finish a glass in mere moments, asking for seconds quickly thereafter. If you are ever in Peru and want to connect with the locals and the culture, a glass of chicha is a must. From ancient times to the Incan period to today, chicha has helped to define the culture of a people and region. All right, that was awesome. So chicha, anybody going to Peru, make sure to stop at a chicaria and try it out. Anish, I didn't mention this, but it costs millions of dollars to produce IELTS exams each year by ESOL, and they take articles from many sources, not just BBC. In fact, I don't even think they take it from BBC, but they do just lots of research online on different kinds or in different fields like engineering and biology, and then they look at different concepts, like in this case, chica. Somebody might have been looking at culture, social history, tourism, different types of culinary cuisines, traditional foods, and came up with this particular idea for an article. So there's a lot of brainstorming, a lot of work that goes into these passages. You can't just kind of find where they get it from and start reading, okay? So you have to have good reading comprehension, good fluency. Students, members, we're going to do a little bit of reading together now, okay? This is kind of fun. This is where everybody kind of gets a chance to read and answer questions, and I will guide you through this process, okay? So let's hop over to the website, aehelp.com. Okay, everybody. So this is the website here, https www.aehelp.com. So come to this website, okay? And then once you're on the website, you can create an account if you don't have one. So you can purchase our premium IELTS package by clicking the join now, or you can create a free account by clicking the try demo. Okay. All right. Let me move the page a little bit so you can see that aehelp.com. Okay. It looks like that, aehelp.com. Okay, create that free account or create that paid account. And once you have done that, log in if you're not logged in already. It should automatically log you in, but if you're not logged in, log in to your My Student account. Okay, once you're in your My Student account, end the tour, and then click on this Student Partner Speaking. This is where you can practice and talk to other IELTS students. Okay. MadLab, no questions have ever been repeated on the IELTS exam. Every single IELTS exam will have new content. Yeah, they have teams of people producing these content. They're experts in sociology, psychology, English literature. Okay. All right. So click on that Student Partner Speaking. Once you click on the Student Partner Speaking, accept responsibility for your speaking. And then you will be in this interface here where we can already see some people hanging out. Here we have Carolina, our chat moderator. We've got Christopher. We've got Butter John Mohammed. We've got Amu. Hi, Amu. And we've got Light. I'm looking specifically for members, but if members aren't volunteering, I'll open up the floor to anyone who would like to volunteer. So I do see Amu and Amrit in here ready to go, and Carolina as well. So, and then you can volunteer to read, okay? So here it's a little bit of chance to practice your reading, get some feedback, okay? All right. Amu says, can I try? Sure. Are you ready? All right, Amu, let me know if you're ready, and then you can start off this reading passage for us, okay? So when you're practicing for the IELTS exam, it is a good idea to read a passage twice and then do the questions and answers just to build your fluency and comprehension. Of course, you want to do simulations where you're only doing a single reading, but it is good practice, especially in the early days of practicing for the IELTS, to do multiple readings of the passage. Okay, Amu is ready. Let's reach out to Amu. Hi, Amu.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sir. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you, Amu?
Great.
All right. We just had Amra join our
Yeah.
group of members back. That's good. Amu, let me ask you a question
Yeah.
just real quick before we start here. When you're practicing your reading, do you ever read the
Yeah.
passage 2 times or 3 times before you answer the questions?
Actually, yes, I do that. I've been practicing reading whole passage at one time, and when I'm answering the questions, I go second time and cross verify it.
Okay, good. Sometimes a good practice is instead of looking at the questions and then doing the second reading, just do a second reading. So read the passage once, take a 2-minute break, think about what you just read, try to organize the information in your head. Don't even look at the questions. Then read it again and see how well you kind of understood the passage the first time. Think about, oh yeah, did I miss that important point, or why didn't I understand that the first time? So then read it a second time and then answer the questions. Try doing that a couple of times, and that's really useful to increase comprehension as well, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so try that. Okay, Amu, let's do some
Yes.
reading together. So thank you for being the first volunteer. Whenever you're ready, just read the title, so A Piece of Peruvian Culture. Always read the title, and then read the first paragraph for us. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Yeah. Chica, a piece of Peruvian culture. Chica, what is it? Chica is a drink made from corn that is part of Peruvian culture. The history of chica stretches back at least 500 years and possibly further into the past. Made from corn, a plentiful crop in the region, chica is available in both fermented alcoholic and non-fermented non-alcoholic forms. Sales of chica in Peru rival those of the most popular soft drinks and beers. Needless to say, even after hundreds of years, chica is incredibly popular in the region.
Very nice. Okay, good reading. That's a perfectly good speed. You do not need to be faster than that. That is fine. You can get a perfect band 9 on the IELTS with that speed as long as you understand what you are reading. One way to do that is to really question yourself. So whenever you read a paragraph, just ask yourself some questions. And at home, it's even a good idea to write down these questions, type them down in the computer, and then try to answer them. So this paragraph, Amu, introduced chica, right? Amu, are you still with me? Hello?
Sorry?
Yeah. Okay, you're still there.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So here we had an introduction of chica, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So you want to kind of ask yourself some questions here. So it says that there's 2 types of chica. What are the 2 types of chica?
Chica morada and
But we don't know that yet,
one.
right? That's from the first reading. So what's the difference?
Yes,
What's the difference in these 2 kinds of chica?
alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Okay, good. So one's alcoholic, one's non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic.
Yep, that's correct. And it also tells us this in a different way. So it says that one is this and one is that. Do you remember the special word that they used? So what's the process of creating alcohol? What is that called?
Fermentation.
Very good. So one is fermented, the other is non-fermented. Good. So that's what you want to do, is you want to kind of identify these words, you want to identify these concepts. Very nice, Amu. Very, very nice. Okay, Amu, thank you for reading the first paragraph. Hang in there. We'll get to the questions soon. We're just going to take a couple other readers to finish the rest of this passage again, okay? All right, Amu. I think you might be having a little bit of difficulty hearing me, but that was really good, Amu. So thank you again for volunteering, and then hang in there. We'll do the questions in a minute. Bye for now. Okay, so that was Amu. Let's take another volunteer. Amrit, I know, really likes to volunteer. Hi, Amrit. Are you ready to read? Okay, and we're just going to take some different volunteers. Primarily, I am looking for members in this class, everyone. Of course, next class will be an all-chat class, but if we don't have members volunteering, then I will take other individuals as well. Okay, let's do this.
Hello.
Hi, Amrit. How are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I am doing Chicha. It's going to be my new thing. When people ask me, how are you doing? I'm doing Chicha. Chicha sounds like it's fun. So, all right. Okay. So Amrit, let's do some more reading. So I'll get you to read a couple of paragraphs. I'll ask you a couple of questions, and then we'll move forward. So whenever you're ready, start reading from History of Chicha.
Okay, sir. Some historians think chicha has been prepared and consumed in communities in the Andes and mountains of thousands of years. However, direct evidence of this fact is difficult to find. However, it is known that the Incans produced chicha in the 1500s. For example, women were taught the techniques to brew the beverage in what were called akla Bazi or feminine schools. Corn mills have been discovered at the Incan ruins known as Machu Picchu, and it is clear that the drink was used for rituals and religious purposes. For example, chicha would be given as a sacrifice to the gods and even served to humans sacrificed before they were killed. Evidence show that it was consumed in the significant quantities in the Incan culture for these reasons, and to this day, it is a common to offer chicha to Mama, the earth mothers, by pouring some out before drinking.
Okay, very good. Stop there for a second, Amrit. All right, Amrit. So good reading. Hopefully you visualize it. There's a lot of visual images that you can see when you read a paragraph like this. So if you imagine yourself visiting Peru and kind of moving around Peru, then you can see a lot of this information. And here's a question to speak to that visualization. So how long ago was Chicha first made? We're kind of sure that it was made at that time. So how long ago are we sure that Chicha was being made?
In the 1500
1,500 years ago. I believe it says 1,500 years ago, in the 1500s. Yeah, so in the 1500s. You're right. Okay, perfect. And next question: Why are we so sure that Chicha was made in the 1500s?
um, to deserve gods or human sacrifices.
Not really. I mean, that's the reason, yes, but we have evidence. They talk about evidence that it was made in the 1500s by the Incas. What is the evidence? So what evidence do we have that Chicha was made in the 1500s? Somebody find a bottle of Chicha that's 500 years old?
That type of
Okay, so evidence means like proof.
like it's very difficult to find evidence.
It's difficult to find evidence, but we do have evidence from the 1500s. What is that evidence? Did you catch that? It was kind of quite visual.
Yeah, Aklavasi or feminine. Uh,
See, I'm pushing you right now to kind of come up with this, so I know it is. Look at this. Here it says direct evidence is difficult to find, but it is known that Incas produced chica in the 1500s. Here, this is what I was looking for. Is this part here? Corn mills have been discovered at the Incan ruins known as Machu Picchu. Do you know what a corn mill is? Do you know this word mill?
yes, sir. Where these are made,
Okay,
like some factories.
a mill is usually where you crush wheats and grains. So if you're thinking about bread, for example, bread uses flour, right?
Yes,
Flour
sir.
has to be crushed, right? So to make that fine white powder, that's made in a mill, okay? So you're right, a mill is a special kind of factory where crushing and grinding happens to take a larger product, like a tree even, and then mill it down into something more fine, like a wood powder or wood chips, okay? So you have different kinds of mills, like wood mills, corn mills, grain mills, and things like that. If you ever come across a word like this in your reading, Amrit, make sure to kind of write it down and then be like, okay, I have to remember this, because you could have a reading passage that's all about mills, okay? So pay attention to
Okay,
that.
sir.
So that's the evidence that in the 1500s we had chica, is that they found these mills, and obviously when you're grinding corn, it's for a specific purpose. Okay. All right, Amrit, read another paragraph for me. So types of chica. Read this one as well, please.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
There are two main types of chicha, though the exact formation and production of chicha is likely to vary from town to town. The two main types of are chicha morada and chicha de jora. The chicha morada in the non-fermented and non-alcoholic drink made from the purple corn, which gives it its characteristic purple color. It is high in antioxidants, help to prevent certain cancers, and lowers blood pressure and cholesterol. It has also shown regenerative properties such as formation of collagen and creation of connective tissues. It often contains cinnamon and cloves and in the similar to malted cider. Chicha de Jora is the fermented and therefore alcoholic version of the drink. It is created by process similar to that of beer. Unlike Chicha Morada, Chicha de Jora is made from the yellow corn, though the corn used is quite different from the corn many people are familiar with. The fibrous has much larger kernels and is much less uh, flavorful, and however this makes it well suited to form these base of such a drink. In addition to corn, the drink often includes either quinoa or for the sweeter version and strawberries.
Okay, nice, Amrit. All right, good reading, Amrit. To get a high band score in the IELTS, you do need to be a little bit more fluent in your reading, okay? So you're close, you're doing good, but you need to read in English every day, all right? Is there a book that you're reading in English right now?
Eh, Sorry, sir, can you repeat it?
Yeah, are you reading any books in English right now?
No, sir, because I'm a little busy in my work.
Yeah, so the trick is to, it's obviously to find time. And it doesn't have to be a lot. So just even 15, 20 minutes each day. So find a book that you really like, an interesting novel, and spend 15 to 20 minutes each day reading it, just to build your fluency and your accuracy in your reading. Okay? It's an
Okay,
extremely important skill to have in English, to read fluently. Okay? So keep
okay, sir.
doing it. Keep practicing every day. Okay? Just like what you did right now. All right? A little bit
Yes,
every
sir.
day will go a long way. It doesn't have to be lost, just a little bit every day consistently. Okay?
Yes, sir. And even sir, even I speak after 1 week, and my it's really affected on my frenzy.
Yeah, so again, it's consistency, right? It has to be every single day, and you have to and read. And when you read, read aloud too. So that will help your speaking as well, reading aloud. Okay, Amrit?
Okay, sir.
All right, have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you for volunteering. Thumbs up,
Okay, sir.
Amrit.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, bye bye. Okay, so very good. Thumbs up for Amrit. We're almost there. Let's keep reading, and then we'll look at the questions. Here is me. Me has been, yeah, it has been a while. Me, okay. Are you ready? Okay, me, if you're there, I'd love to bring you on board. Hear a feminine voice to read the rest of the passage. There you are. Okay. Hi, me. How are you? How have you been?
I'm doing great. I have some like family business, and now I'm back. I hope that I don't lose my confidence.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, as long as you keep pushing forward, I'm sure you're fine, and I hope everything is good with your family as well. All right, me. So are you ready to read a little bit?
Yes.
All right. So we're talking about Chica here. Whenever you're ready, read from production.
All right. Production. The traditional production of chica is today rare, but for most of its period of popularity, chica has been produced according to particular standards. For instance, the corn is not simply mashed up, rather, it is chewed and spit into a bucket. This, as mentioned above, was traditionally a woman's job. The woman's saliva would help to activate the fermentation process through the naturally occurring enzymes in the saliva. Women are also in charge of the rest of the brewing process, from germinating the corn to extracting the malt sugars, boiling the wort, and then fermenting it.
Keep going.
A part of Peruvian culture, chica to this day holds a special place in Peruvian culture. It is quietly considered the drink of Peru and continues to be enjoyed by generations of Peruvians, as well as other South and Central Americans. The cultural impact of chica has grown even beyond the beverage. However, chica has come to describe from dancing, the forms of dancing, painting, architecture, film, and other aesthetic areas. Chica music, for example, became popular in the second half of the 20th century. Chica's origin are as a drink of the people, something discarded by the elite, and the aesthetic schools associated with a shared discounted elite ethos.
Keep going.
Okay, where and how to drink it. Chica in its many forms is available almost anywhere in Peru. It is available from street vendors, sidewalk stands, in markets, or even though your car window stops at the red light. But the most authentic place to enjoy chica is in what is called chicaria, a kind of bar or tavern where chica is served to guests. These establishments often operate outside the legal framework, are often run by families, and emphasize the drinking of chica and the socialization it helps create. Chicareers are traditionally marked by a broomstick atop a dark doorway adorned by flowers, ribbons, baskets, or even plastic bags. Once inside, 25p, about 30 cents USD, will buy a half liter of a traditional beverage. Notably, the drink is often consumed with alarming pace. The locals can finish a glass in mere moments, asking for seconds quickly thereafter. If you are ever in Peru and want to connect with the locals and the culture, a glass of chica is a must. From ancient times to the Incan period to today, chica has helped to define the culture of a people and region.
Very nice. Nice reading, me, okay? Nice speed, nice intonation, nice enunciation. That's perfect. So that's kind of how you want to read. And when you're in the actual IELTS and you're reading silently, of course, you don't read aloud because that would be very difficult if everybody were reading aloud. So you read kind of silently, but even when you read silently, you should read the same way as when you're reading aloud. So you shouldn't just read in this flat, quick kind of way. That's not good for comprehension. You should read as if you are reading to an audience because the audience is actually you. So you are the audience. And when you read in this way and you're the audience and you're paying attention to yourself reading, you have better understanding. Here's some questions for you, Mi. Traditionally, women chewed the corn, spat it into buckets. This helped the fermentation. What is it exactly in their saliva that helped the fermentation of the corn to make chicha?
The enzymes.
Nice, Me. Very good. Enzymes. Yeah, enzymes are catalysts that create a chemical reaction, right? Very good, Me. Okay, Me, next question. Chicha is an important part of Peruvian culture, and it has influenced other parts of culture in Peru. What other parts of culture has Chicha impacted? What has it created for the Peruvian culture?
As I remember, like music, dancing, architecture, uh, aesthetic areas.
Very good. I think you missed just one. The one more that I remember, maybe I missed one too, but film, even movies. So
Films, yeah.
so it said film, right? When it said film, I kind of pictured like a movie where it's like, hey, how's it going today? Want to go for a drink of chicha? Sure do. And it's like a movie, right? Something about the chicha. But good. That was really good. Okay, so Me, you and I we just took a trip to Peru. We're having a great time. We're checking out the different tourist attractions, the landmarks, and we want to go grab a glass of chicha. And what are we looking for? We want to go to a chicaria. So we want to find a chicaria. We have to look for something. What are we looking for?
Have to looking for like a broomstick.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it's broomstick.
You're looking for a broomstick. I'm looking for a broomstick. Where's the broomstick?
Um, like in the dark doorway. Right?
Oh, if we go into a place where the broomstick is a doorway, we might actually be walking into somebody's house and not a chicaria. So we got to be careful, right? It's supposedly it's going to be on top of the doorway. Okay, that's okay. So careful. Don't just walk into any house with a broomstick outside. It might be a little bit of an issue, but no, in Peru, people probably don't leave their broomsticks outside because tourists would probably do what we're doing. All right, so on top of the doorway, and hopefully it's decorated, right? Like it might have some flowers on it or some plastic bags or something. So some decorations on it. Okay, good. Me, that was really good. All right, that's exactly how you want to read, and that's how you want to visualize. So you want to have fun with it. You want to have fun with these reading passages and picture them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try a couple of questions and then we'll go forward from there. So here we have to complete each sentence with the correct ending, A to M below. We have to write the correct letter, of course, in the paper-based exam, A to M. Now, the way to answer these questions well, so the way to get a really good mark with these, is you have to finish these with your own thoughts and then try to find the one that matches. So don't play hunt and seek. Do you know what I mean by don't play hunt and seek?
Don't search for any questions.
Yeah, like don't just look at these choices and then be like, okay, maybe it's this one. No, maybe it's this one. Okay, this one kind of looks good. So that technique is not effective, especially because IELTS is kind of tricky. They'll sometimes have two choices that look really similar or that both seem to make sense. And so it becomes really confusing. And the way to avoid that confusion is just answer it on your own, okay? So here we look at number 1 and it says, those soft drinks and beer are popular in Peru. What do you think the rest of this sentence should be? So according to this passage, How would you finish this sentence from your own information based on this passage?
Maybe Chica is like the most popular.
Yeah, that's how I would finish it too. I agree with you. And so if you're ever doing IELTS practice with a partner and you're doing the same reading passage, you can do, it's really good actually to do IELTS practice with partners if you ever have the chance. And then here, this is exactly what we would do. So I would say, okay, me, how would you answer this? And you said that. And I'm like, oh, that's the same way I would too. You can even write it down and then compare your answers. So I would say those soft drinks and beer are popular in Peru. Chica is the most popular drink, or it's the drink of choice for Peruvians. Okay, let's check out if we have something like that here. So let's look at the choices. Read through them. Which one do you think is something that matches? So which one is the best match for what we are thinking?
Letter E.
Chica is just as popular? Yeah, okay. So what you would do if you're sitting in the real IELTS, right, is you would put E in here right now. Boom, like that. And you would say, it doesn't say more popular, but it says just as popular, so it's close enough, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? You just got a point. Okay, so that's the correct answer. All right, so that's how you do it. Okay, so that's how it's done, me. Okay, me, I'm going to take another volunteer to help me answer some of these questions, but you've done a great job, and your confidence hasn't tarnished at all, so you're doing just fine.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, see you in class, me. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right, that was me. Give me a thumbs up. Rashika, Amra, very good. Okay, Rashika, Amra, the Mad, let's have you volunteer, help me out. The Mad, if you're here, one of our members, try to help me out with answering some of these questions, okay? So, are you there, the Mad? Would you like to help me answer some questions? We'll work through them together, so don't stress, okay? So, would you like to help me answer some questions? Hopefully we can connect. I'm pinging you now. If you're not pinging me, I'm pinging you. Okay. I do see Anish and Light that you're there. So if I don't get a response from the Mad, then I will reach out to somebody else. Anish, I see that you're over in our general English channel, and I'll reach out to you because I'm not getting any response from the Mad. So here. Okay, I'm ready, sir. Are you ready, Anish? Are you still there? Okay, so hang in there, students. If I'm not paying attention to you for a few moments, it doesn't mean I haven't lost, it doesn't mean I've lost track. I do see you, and I see you in both channels. So Bula Ras and Ishlo Majan, I see you over there in the general IELTS as well. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on both chats. And Anish, if you're still with me, it would be great to get your help. There you are. Okay, cool.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Anish. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Good, good. This is the same Anish that's in the general English channel, Achan Kunju?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Sure.
right on. Awesome. Okay, so help me out with some questions here. We'll work through them together, okay? So just like we did with me, what you want to do is read the question and then finish it with your own idea based on the passage, okay? So whenever you're ready,
Okay.
Anish, read number 2 and then finish it with your own idea, okay?
While it is believed that Chica had been around for thousands of years,
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the rest of that sentence?
it's like an Incan culture.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you're saying while it is believed that Chica has been around for thousands of years, it seems that Incas had it for sure. Okay, so yeah, you said something with the Incan culture, right? Now pay attention to the grammar of these questions too. Notice how this one starts with while. Okay, while is a conjunction that shows both time and opposition. So while I like beer, I like chica even more. So it's like an opposition, right? So here, while it is believed that chica has been around for thousands of years, it seems that the Incas had it for sure. When did the Incas have it? So what time? Do you remember? I think it was Amrit that was saying this, where we talked about the evidence for chica. Do you remember the year, Anish? Anish, are you still there? I'm not sure. I think I might have lost Anish, but I think Anish had the right answer here. So I'm going to finish this around the 1500s. Yeah.
1500.
Okay, good. There you go, Anish. I just heard you. I don't know, our connection, something happened there. So, okay, good. Which one of these do you think is the right answer then?
Mm, Actually, sir, that I cannot connect to the YouTube if I am speaking with the sir.
Okay, that's definitely going to be difficult then. Yeah, so, okay, so we have a couple of choices here. One of them is C. It says it has only been consumed since the 1500s. Okay, and then if we keep reading, we also see K. This has not been confirmed. Now, this is a bit tricky. The correct answer here is actually K. This has not been confirmed. Because C is not true. We don't know that it has only been consumed during the 1500s. We didn't actually say this.
Yeah.
Okay, so careful with that, students. This does, just because it has 1500s, it doesn't actually match. This is the better answer, K. This has not been confirmed because our confirmation comes from those mills or the evidence during the Incas. So the best answer here is actually K. Okay. So you have to be very careful here, Anish. What I'm trying to show everybody with this example is you have to be very careful that the answer matches closest to what you're thinking. And the closest match here is actually K. It's not C. It seems kind of tricky, but it's K because C is not true. Okay? So we do believe that they've been drinking it for thousands of years. All right, Anish, thank you for helping me with this. So again, pay attention to grammar of these questions when you're doing these kinds of questions and make sure it's the closest match. Anish, have an awesome rest of your day and keep watching, okay? You'll be able to connect back to YouTube now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye, Anish. All right, so that was Anish. Okay, everybody, helping me with the answer. All right, let's do some of these questions together now. So we'll look at some of the questions and then we'll pick the right answer. So you have the right idea. So I'm going to look for the answers in the chat now, okay? So here we go. Before a person was sacrificed, how would you finish this sentence? Okay, give me the answer here, students. So again, finish this sentence on your own first. Just type it into the chat this time, students. I'm not calling anybody right now. We're going to finish these on our own. So how would you finish this? Before a person was sacrificed. I had a pretty funny visualization about this. So Mad Lab says they were offered chica. Mi Yen says they had to drink chica. Yeah, I actually, when I read this, I'm a very visual person, and it it's because I practice it. I practice visualization. I actually took it a step further, and you have to be careful about this, but I would say something like they would get drunk on chica so that they wouldn't freak out and run away. Yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully this doesn't really happen too much in the world anymore, but back in the day, you know, sacrificing people, you got to calm them down somehow, because that'd be a pretty stressful situation. So get them drunk on chica so that they don't get all crazy and run away. All right, so yeah, and then Amu says chica was offered to the gods as well, maybe. Okay, so let's take a look at the choices. They may have been served chica. Yeah, okay, that's possible. It's an ideal foundation. No, 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 definitely no. H, it can vary from town to town. No. Only one is no. They would consume chica in significant quantities. Maybe, right? This has not been confirmed. It is clear that the historical shows this. Yellow corn contains alcohol. Okay, I think realistically, the best answer here is they may have been served chica. We don't really know if they were given tons of it, so I would go with A. They may have been given chica to help them with the stress a little bit. And then let's go on. Carolina says J. They were given lots of chica. I don't think so. I don't think they would have been given tons of chica, Carolina. So you have to be careful with it. Okay, I'd go with they may have been served chica. We don't really have clear record, right? So, but we feel that it's possible. Okay. All right. Number 4. Although there are 2 main types of chica. Okay. So how would we finish this sentence? Although there are 2 main types of chica. How would you finish that sentence? Okay. Yeah, Bull Russ says they hope to get a cup of chica for the last one. Yeah, A, very nice, Bull Russ. Good answer. Pooja. Okay, so although there are 2 main types of chica, so Modara and... Okay, chica varies depending on culture. Not alcoholic and non-alcoholic, Mad Lab, because there's an although here. Okay, so although there are 2 main types of chica, there are lots of different varieties. Yeah, so remember it said that there's kind of like different ways of making it or different varieties. Like there's a strawberry kind. Okay. Yeah, Amu says exact formulation varies from place to place. So let's see if there's anything that's like that here. Okay, they may have been served chica. It is ideal. Nope. It has been consumed. No, it's non-alcoholic. It's popular. No. Compensates for lack of flavor. Can lower cholesterol. It can vary from town to town. That looks pretty good. Only one is commonly consumed. It didn't say that only one is commonly consumed, right? And it doesn't match. I doesn't match my answer here, right? So Amra and Amu say, well, it's H. Like, don't, you know, it's always a good idea to read all the choices just to make sure there isn't a better one. But after I've read all the choices, it definitely seems like H is the right one here. So I would put H. It's the closest match. Always pick the closest match to your own answer. So don't change your answer. And this is where, like, if you're just searching for the answer before thinking, you might accidentally choose I instead of H, right? So always answer the closest to your answer, okay? All right, number 5. Similar to mulled cider, Chicha Morada contains cloves and cinnamon and something. I don't remember this one, but I remember that this is coming from that section, and I know that I saw the words cloves and cinnamon. So here, in the real IELTS exam, I would go, okay, I remember there were strawberries or something, but I don't know about that. So I'm going to actually look for cloves and cinnamon in the 2 types of chicha. And it's really, really fast because I can find these words. I know exactly the part that they were coming from, okay? Cloves and cinnamon. So let me read this a little bit. So it has also shown regenerative properties such as formation of collagen and creation of connective tissues. It often contains cinnamon and cloves and is thus similar to mulled cider. Okay, so maybe before purple corn. Okay. All right, so it contains purple corn as well, and cinnamon and cloves, and is similar to mulled cider. Let me see if I can find now what this answer is. Okay. Similar to mulled cider, Chicha Morada contains cloves and cinnamon and purple corn, I guess. Okay, this may have been served chicha. No. Ideal foundation. No, it has only been consumed. It's non-alcoholic. Okay, I remember that. So, and it's non-alcoholic. So that could be it. Chicha is popular. No. It compensates for, no, lower cholesterol. Vary from town to town. Only one is consumed. No. And yellow corn contains alcohol. That's not true. So my best answer is either is non-alcoholic or and can lower cholesterol and prevent cancer. I think grammatically G is going to be my best answer. Okay, so I'm going to choose G here. Even though non-alcoholic seems to be a good answer, I think G is even a better answer. So I'm always going to go with the best answer. In IELTS, you have to choose the best answer. Okay, so I'm going to go with G. All right, and then number 6, while Chicha Dehora is made from less flavorful yellow corn, okay, it is alcoholic, would be the way that I would answer this, okay, or yellow corn makes the perfect base for chicha, all right. So, I don't have it as alcoholic, so there's no grammatically correct way. Definitely non-alcoholic is incorrect. So my best answer here is it is an ideal foundation for the drink. So I would go with B here, okay? Now, one way to make sure that you've got the right answer is to read it together. So while Chicha Dehora is made from less flavorful yellow corn, it is an ideal foundation for the drink. It's correct because less flavorful, even though it's less flavorful, it is the ideal foundation for the drink. So B is correct, okay? All right, you can review this later. An important tip here, everyone, is you should answer about 60% of these without searching the passage. Okay. All right, now we have this complete the summary below. And for this, I'm going to, again, reach out and get the help of some students. Okay, so let's see. I was wondering if people were still here or they've left. Okay, so we have Carolina, Christopher, Amrit, Shub Shirat in here. let's see. Okay, Carolina, would you like to help me out with this? So I see that you're moderating the chat with these questions. We don't get to hear Carolina all that often because she's always moderating, but there's a kind of a special reason that I'm asking Carolina to volunteer here, so hopefully she will. Carolina says, okay. All right. Hi, Carolina.
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
I am good, thank you. So there's kind of a secret reason that I was reaching out to you as well. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll spoil the fun. It's because you are in Argentina, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And you're Colombian originally, right?
Yes.
All right. Which means you're not too far from Peru, right?
Oh.
Have you ever...
And the pronunciation is chicha, not chica.
Ah, see, I knew there was a good reason to call it Chicha. Okay. I bet English speakers get that wrong all the time. Okay, Chicha. So everybody, I've been corrected. It is Chicha, not Chica. Carolina, have you ever had this drink?
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
Really? How does that happen? Can you buy it in Argentina? Can you buy it?
Yes, I guess that in a Peruvian restaurant I can drink a chicha. Yes.
Okay, cool. Have you ever been to Peru by any chance?
I was there, but only one day.
Ah.
I passed through, but no, I didn't drink chicha.
Okay, so you didn't walk into one of those broomstick chicherias then.
Chicherias, no, I didn't.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe someday, Carolina. Okay, so Carolina, let's do this. I'll hop back to the questions here. And you can help me out with this. Okay, so chicha, not chica, chicha. All right. So here we go. So with these kind of paragraph completion type questions, you definitely want to read the paragraph as you're answering this. So whenever you're ready, just go ahead and start reading and then give the answer that you think is correct, okay? So go from production.
Okay. Production. Though it has been traditionally produced for generation in modern times, this is should I have to guess or
Guess something. So how would we finish that? So in modern times, this is
traditional, current.
okay. So current, or in modern times, this is. I would probably keep it simpler, Carolina. I would probably say something like not true, right? Because remember, traditional production for generations meant like chewing the chica, the corn, and then spitting it into a bucket, right? And we probably don't do that anymore these days, right? So I would say this is not true. Now, if it's not true, that could be the right word. But this is, Carolina, where I would probably go back and check the text as well. So I'm looking for kind of something that's an opposition, because you see the word though at the beginning of the sentence. Though is like an opposite. Yes. So though it's made traditionally for many years, now it's not true, or now it doesn't really happen often, is what I would think. Okay, so I know that I have to look in the part here where it's production, and then I would look for kind of traditional production, and I can see that right at the beginning. So just read this first sentence.
Rare. The traditional production of chicha is today rare.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
think the correct word is rare, right? And I would agree.
Yes.
So this is where I would put in the word rare, and then I would move on. So again, for some questions, you're definitely going to have to check the text, while for others, you're going to know that it's the right answer, and you'll be 90 or 100% sure without looking at the text. Let's keep going. So keep reading from, for example.
For example, traditionally women would she the corn and spit it into the bucket. This process would help stimulate um, um, oh,
This one you should be able to guess. So
yes,
stimulate what? Me was reading this and I asked her
yes,
about
yes,
this.
yes,
She
yes,
said
yes.
she said the enzymes help stimulate. What do the enzymes help stimulate? Amu is writing it all in capital letters, shouting it at you in that.
Fermentation,
Yeah.
fermentation.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Amu,
Yes,
for
yes,
shouting it. Amu's like, fermentation, Carolina. Okay, so fermentation. This one you shouldn't have to search for because it's a unique word. So there's not really any synonyms for this vocabulary. It's just fermentation. And you should have this answer in your head without having to read again. Okay?
yes, yes.
All right, let's keep going. So keep going with culture, even today.
Even today, chicha has a place in the culture of Peru. Outside of Peru, the drink is consumed by those in South as well as North,
No.
Central America.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Absolutely. So South as well as Central America. You didn't picture people in America or
yes,
Canada
yes, I
drinking
didn't.
cheap. I could Carolina, I'm Canadian and I kept pronouncing it chica. How much chicha do you think I've seen or drank in my life if I have just read an entire article reading it as chica? Probably not North America, right? Otherwise I would have pronounced that correctly. So definitely Central America, right? So you don't. I think for a lot of people, it's easy to quickly think North America. That was my first thought as well. But then I was like, wait a second, how is that possible? I've been to the U.S., I live in Canada, and I've never seen this drink, so it can't be, right? So what other America is there? There's only one more. It's Central, right?
Yes.
Okay. So keep going from Chicha.
Chicha has also given rise to forms of music, dance, architecture, and film, an entire counter culture. In this sense, chicha is a drink for the common people, not for the
So if it's common people, what's the opposite of common people? It said it a couple times in the text there with the culture. Okay, this one I might look again, especially.
elite.
Okay, you said elite?
Elite, yes.
Okay, nicely done. How confident are you? 50%, 100%?
100%.
Okay. All right, good for you. That's the way you want to be. If I didn't know this, I would check for this counterculture. That's a key word that I could look for. And here I would find the answers. So where is it? Peruvian culture, right? And we have this dancing architecture that has it in there. And then here we have this counter elite ethos, and we have the word elite here as well. So you're absolutely right. Okay. But if you had to search, this is where you would look for it. Okay, good. All right, Carolina, let's finish this up. So we've got 3 yes, no, not given questions, and I think you're very good at these because you know how to do it. You've learned it from past classes. So we're going to do these together. Take a look at number 11 and walk everybody through the answer here. I'll definitely help you. I'll tell you if I disagree with you or if I don't see or think the same. Go for it with number 11 when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Chicha is available. Chicha is available almost anywhere in South America.
Okay.
Is this important for the passage? I think yes. And the statement is true, so I would say yes.
And I would disagree with you. What is the title of the passage?
A piece of Peruvian culture.
Okay. Why am I asking you that?
Because this passage is almost just about Peru, I think.
Exactly. So chicha is available almost anywhere in South America. Um, are you sure that's true? I mean, you live in Argentina, and but have you been to all other part? Like, have you been to Brazil? Have you seen it in Brazil, for example, where it's a lot more Portuguese than Spanish
No,
culture?
no, 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 yeah. It's
So you're
just no.
not, right? So you don't know this. You never visualize this. Like you never visualize chicha all over South America, right? So you have to be careful, Carolina. You can't bring your own assumptions into the answer. Okay? You have to go with the facts that are presented. And here, what's really suspicious for me is this South America. Yeah, it says that people drink it in Central and South America, but it available almost anywhere. I didn't really picture that. I saw that it was really popular in Peru, but I didn't really see it or picture it and people drinking it in Brazil and Colombia and Argentina. I didn't, Ecuador. I didn't quite see that, right? So I would say that a better answer here is, what do you think?
Not given.
Exactly, right? So the important tip here, Carolina, is don't bring assumptions into the answers, especially when they're close to you, because you're Argentinian. So
Yes.
it's easy for you to make this assumption, right? But if you really think carefully, you might realize that, oh, wait a second, this is kind of an assumption because I've seen it in Argentina, but it might not be true, right? So you got to be careful. Okay, number 12, go for it.
Chicherias are legal establishments run by families.
Okay.
They talked about this,
So it's
but
given, yeah.
given. But they are not legal, so it's no.
Very
The answer
good.
is no.
Yeah, very good. The answer is no. And it's not false because it's yes, no, not given, right? So the answer here is no. You're absolutely right. I mean, visualization. You have a broomstick on top of a door, not a sign, not like, hey, chicha served here, right? But it's a broomstick. So it's very shady, like you're going into some dark little bungalow that's, and you're like, oh, what's going on? And of course it's cheap, so they're not paying taxes on it. You know that, right? 30 cents a liter. So definitely no here, right? Absolutely. I agree with you. It did not, even if we don't really remember the words like illegal or not in the legal sector, it's still like you can kind of feel it almost when you read about this. Okay, number 13, last one. Here we go. Whenever you're ready, Carolina.
Drinking chicha can be a great way of connecting with the local culture of Peru. Yes, definitely.
All right. Okay, is it important? Yes, it's important. Of course, we're reading about the culture of Peru, so it's important. And can we imagine that we can connect with local people by sharing a nice bottle of chicha with them? Of course, right? I mean, that, there's no question about that. So when the answer is obvious like that, be confident and then just answer, right? So nothing will connect people more than getting a little bit tipsy with a bottle of chicha. Go to France, have a bottle of wine to connect with people there. Okay, good. Carolina, that's awesome. Thank you so much for helping me with the rest of these questions. And thank you for correcting my pronunciation on not chica, but chicha. Okay, chicha.
Yeah.
All right.
You will remember that.
It is now etched into my brain. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, Carolina, and hopefully
You
I'll
too.
see you in the next classes too. Bye for now.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
All right, so that was Carolina, much closer to Peru, correcting us. Everybody, use this chat interface on the website, okay? And check out our website for lots of practice exams. This one is coming from the website as well that we just looked at. Join our premium package. So use this big red button here. Click it. And for the general IELTS, it's gieltshelp.com. Again, click that big red button there. Okay, it will help you a lot. It doesn't cost a lot. Helps us to keep teaching you as well. Okay, so help us help you. That's it for this class. But coming up in 25 minutes, a little bit less actually, 22 minutes. We will have listening parts 1 and 2 coming up for everybody. So yeah, definitely be ready for that. And thank you, members. The next class, by the way, in 22 minutes listening, that will be an all chat class. So everybody will be able to join the chat. Okay. I'm Adrian. I'm signing out from Peru. No, actually from Canada. I'm signing up from Canada, Victoria. And I will be back soon. Bye for now.